there, everybody. This is Ira from the top of the tower, and welcome back to Vintage Story. I've been playing in between episodes. I've done a whole bunch of stuff, but most of it I think wouldn't be too interesting to actually watch me do. So I'm trying to save the interesting stuff for on camera, but there's all kinds of progress to show you folks. So we need to go down. Now I can actually jump up here and look down. So first of all, we got some chickens, oh boy, and we got the wolves going after my chickens. We've got a huge wolf problem, you guys. The gardens have been expanded. I've got some paths all over the place. We have just too many, there's animals everywhere. Too many animals. I'm gonna go down and do a little wolf hunting. Because there's been an explosion in the population, well, in the population of all the animals, but in particular, the wolves are a bit of an issue. I actually had my first death on the server recently. I got surrounded by... Come on, down you go. I get surrounded by about 4 or 5 wolves all at once. I don't know if the wolves can reach the chickens through the fence there, but... There we go. I must have killed about 20 wolves when I came on today. And there just seems to be no end of them. I don't know what's going on, honestly. For the longest time, we couldn't get any animals to spawn. No wolves, no chickens, no sheep, no nothing. And then all of a sudden, they just, like, out of nowhere, we've got thousands of them. And I don't really understand what's going on, what the system is, whatever the system is for animal spawns right now, it seems to be a bit buggy. I did manage to get, as you can see, a ton of chickens. I've been feeding them, they've been procreating, they've been laying eggs. These are eggs, they lay eggs outside of their pen all the time, which is interesting. I'm gonna run and jump in bed. And we'll give you a little tour of the gardens here. By the way, I hope you will find that the video is a little bit brighter this time, because I did find that I could turn the gamma up with a macro, so I did that because I think it's important for YouTube. The gamma needs to be a bit higher. When you're playing it for yourself, the kind of the higher contrast of the dimmer light is actually really nice, but not so much. Oh, there's more of them over there. Not so much for YouTube. So I'll show you the difference. So this is the normal gamma level, and then this is with the gamma turned up. So it's still dark out, but even during the day, I leave it up now. It's easier in the eyes. By the way, guys, I got some glasses. I found out just less than a week ago that I need reading glasses. I'm getting old, friends. I'm getting old. My eyes are going. So yeah, pretty much I've been spending all day today hunting wolves and being a little bit frustrated with how many wolves there are. The wolves apparently breed. They do breed. Where did I saw a couple more over here. And my guess for what happened, this is only a guess, but my guess is that somebody was probably AFK in this area for a while. What? Oh, they're over there. Interesting. I think somebody must have been AFK for a while. And... okay, you guys seem a little bugged out. And the wolves must have just bred out of control. That's all I can think of, because literally it's dozens of wolves that I've killed today. And there just seems to be no end of them. And not only the wolves, but the sheep as well. As you probably saw, I'm kind of running around trying to clean up a little bit here. Oh, goodness. Trying to clean up the mess of animals. All I've done today is just kill animals. Oop. Here, is it down? Is it like... okay, yeah, there's a wolf down, that's fine. The wolves that are down there can stay down there. But yeah, whatever the current system is for the animal populations in the wild, it's too much. There's too many, there's way too many wolves. It should not be possible for there to be that many wolves. And, there's too many tame animals as well. I was so frustrated for the longest time because I couldn't find any, and now look at all these... oh my gosh, there's so many. There's so many. I'm gonna stop feeding them. We got too many. I've got more meat than I know what to do with in the house there. There's rams all over the place here. Over here, I've created a hole, and I've dubbed it the foxhole. Yeah, I hear you, you jerks. The foxhole. Oh, there's a sheep in there too. Great. Well, let's take care of the sheep. But look how many foxes there are in there, you guys. They were eating all the chickens. I thought maybe. Well, that's interesting. Okay. Sure. I thought maybe if I trapped all the foxes in the hole, we'd hit, like, the mob cap for foxes. Okay, that should turn into bones, and it hasn't, so that's a little bugged. But that doesn't seem to have happened. So what I had hoped to do today was to give you a nice organized tour of the area, but it looks like it's going to be a bit more chaotic than that, because I've got to murder things and run away and stuff. Alright. Now let's calm down a little bit. Let's go back over here. I'll start the tour as planned. So here's all my chickens. At this point, I've stopped putting feed in their troughs, but there's still plenty of feed left, so they're still reproducing. It's interesting how chickens reproduce, you guys, because these eggs, these are just eggs. These do not hatch. The way you get baby chickens is you get the chickens pregnant by feeding them, and then the babies just appear. So it's an interesting system. I guess gameplay-wise, it's simpler than trying to code in eggs hatching or whatever. But it is a bit silly feeling. There's in there. There's in there. Get rid of these bones. I'll leave the rest of them in there. By the way, these are some poultices, and that is part of my next plan. I'm gonna drop off the food inside. Yeah, we've got plenty of food, friends. We've got plenty of food, plenty of protein, plenty of grain. I've got all this other stuff in here that I need to get rid of, but I'm not gonna do that right now. And I've made a whole bunch of poultices. We have all the ingredients to make tons of poultices. We've got tons of honey. We've got tons of, we've got an entire full bucket of honey in here, plus some more out here. We've just got tons of everything. Resource rich, this place is. Okay, so here's the farm. I have expanded it. We've got some new fields, and I've just been kind of doing a little bit of a rotation. What I'm doing with the flax, we'll use the flax to make the cloth, which we use to make the poultices. And then the grain from flax is less nutritious than the grain from other grains, because just as a gameplay balance thing, since you also get the thread out of it, you know, otherwise there'd be no reason to plant any other grains. So I'm using the flax grain to feed the animals. So it doesn't matter how nutritious the animal feed is. Oh, shut up, will you guys? The wolves are a menace around here. We're gonna have to start putting up some fences, I think, and fencing off areas and sectioning it off so that the wolves can be contained. But yeah, I've spent a lot of time basically in this area putting down flower pots, which are made out of clay, filling them with flowers and with tree saplings, and putting some berry bushes around. I mean, it's just a lovely area. I'm really happy with it, and I've just been expanding all the bees. The bees are everywhere. Bees aplenty. I haven't been harvesting them whenever they're ready because there's just so much. I actually have more honey and candles than I have materials to make lanterns. As you can see, I've also started making lanterns. These are just pine fences, too high with a lantern on top. Unfortunately, we can't hang the lanterns on the sides, which I was really disappointed to discover, because I think it would look really nice to have the lantern hanging off the side, maybe even make it one higher. But as of now, that's not an option, so I think this looks nice how we've got it now. Alright, so that's basically the base here. You saw over here the pens with the animals. Not feeding them anymore. We'll cull the herds pretty soon. I need to just go on a spree of the murderous variety and go around and kill all the extra animals. It's just too much. It's too many. So, yeah. Oh, there's another baby. Spectacular. Spectacular. Alright, so we've got all these paths. I have built some paths. Last time in the last video, you saw me build a path from spawn down the mountain to alchemy. And you saw me start laying out a path to alchemy from here. That path is finished, at least in its rough form. I would like to make it a bit nicer, but for now, that's good. This path over here, now we're heading over to where the wolves have been spawning, so this path leads over to our friendly neighbor... Wow. To our friendly neighborhood charcoal burner's hut. And look at all these bones. These are all from wolves, friends. All from wolves, and a few of them are from sheep. Just keep my eyes open, because those wolves, they bite hard. They're not as aggressive. Yeah, I see more up there. There's a wolf there. I think I just saw a fox over here. I'm gonna go kill this wolf. Oh, they bite hard. See, the problem is, if you don't kill them, they keep breeding. So every time I see a wolf, I've gotta go kill it. Does anyone need some leather? I've got more leather than I will ever need. Okay, I'll let the other animals live for now just because they're not dangerous. They're just kind of annoying. And get back onto the path. So this little path leads through a very dangerous country up to the charcoal burner's hut. Now this is Yober. Oh, get over here. Nope, 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 nope. It's painful to kill puppies, you guys, but you gotta kill them when they're little, otherwise they grow up to be dangerous grown-ups. So Yober has decided to be our charcoal burner, and he's set up a little hut over here. This is one of my patrons. Got a little shack here, nice and safe. I wonder if maybe he was AFKing in here for a while. Maybe that's how the wolf spawns get out of control. It may have had nothing to do with him as well, so I don't know. But this is just a nice little shack. I think it looks really cool. And he has taken it upon himself to try to provide us all with tons and tons of charcoal. And yeah, he's doing a pretty good job, I think. Plenty of trees here, growing some stuff, and I think he's also got a little bit of a farm set up over here, where I also found a bunch of dang wolves. Hold on, I'm hungry. Porridge. It was over this way. It's a fox! Yeah, here we go. So over here he's got a little farm set up. This is very nice. It's a nice little area. It's a very pretty area. And so he's been playing over here. That's Yober's area. Mark AFK is still up here. We've got a partial path to his little hut. I mean, he's just kind of around the corner from me here. So let's just go and take a peek. Hopefully he's not invaded by wolves as well. But just over this area, he's got his own little homestead, little hut. Quite nice. There's another freaking fox. Ah! I'm telling you guys. These foxes are driving me nuts. I always try to take the spear out of my hand before right-clicking, because sometimes I accidentally throw the spear. So his hut is looking really nice. I think this is really pretty. He's making his progress. Looks great. I've also been sharing some resources with him, but I think he prefers to do most of it himself, at least for now, which is fair enough. Again, I'm the same way. What we got here? Carrots, soybeans. He's growing a few little crops for himself. Don't see any wolves over here, which makes me very happy indeed. Okay, let's head back around. And back around here, we've got where my chickens are. Now, this path here leads to another fellow player's house. And I was trying to find a way to light it up. I didn't just want to throw torches on the ground. Unfortunately, again, you can't put torches on the side of fences, which was a little disappointing. And I was messing around. I tried putting a solid cobblestone block down, and I felt like it just looked too big. So now what I've decided to go with is a vertical cobblestone slab with a pine fence and a torch on the top, and I think it looks pretty nice. I'm happy with that. So this leads all the way there, and we're going to take a nice walk. I think it's getting a little dark out as well. We can take a nap. But this path is going to lead us up to Kat's place. Now, if you remember, Kat had built a big lumber yard and her really beautiful homestead, which I was very impressed with last time. Now, I have not been there in a little while. I built this path a few days ago, and I haven't gone to visit yet, so I know she has been playing. I'm curious to see what she's been up to. She might just be doing kind of upkeep and just, foxes! Hate foxes. I was so excited about foxes when I first saw them. I was like, look how cute they are. Well, they eat your chickens, you guys. They eat your chickens, and I was getting real frustrated. Tried to capture them all, but it seems there's just no end of the spawns for foxes. They just keep spawning. So I just have to hope that one of them doesn't spawn in the chicken pen. Probably what I'm going to do is build several chicken pens so that if one of them does get invaded, we'll be okay because there'll be backups. But it's just, you know. So this is the path to the lumber camp. And, yeah, I like how it turned out. I think it looks really nice. It took ages and ages and ages. And guys, these stone paths, they're not expensive. It's just a piece of dirt and 4 rocks per path. But when you're building this many, you wind up needing so many stacks of rocks, you would not believe it. So here we are. This is the homestead. Looks like it has connected the path up, actually, to some other stuff. Put a fence around the crops. How are her chickens doing? Oh, she's got a new building over here. Yep, she's got tons of chickens too. No shortage of chickens, no shortage of eggs, no shortage of meat. It's getting dark. Let's jump into her beautiful cottage, and I'm pretty sure she's got a bed in here, and we can sleep through until morning. And then I'll head out and take a look at those new buildings. Ugh, good morning. Kat actually didn't have a bed, so I just went ahead. I did have the materials to make one. Went ahead and made my own. Just throw my bed under my arm here, and now we'll put it in my backpack. I'll just throw my backpack here. Just as logical. Oh, it's a beautiful, beautiful morning again. The God rays. I love the God rays. It's amazing. Love how high I can turn up the graphics in this game. And it still runs beautifully. And again, I'm recording in full 1920 by 1080? Full HD resolution. And still hear wolves. Wolves aplenty. So it looks like this is just under construction. But she has got a very good sized building here. I see. What? Excuse me. So rude. And we've got another I need to actually reset my spawn. When I was killed by the wolves, I did actually go back to spawn. I never actually reset my spawn in the new base. This looks like it's gonna be a gorgeous building. Wow. So presumably this is gonna be her house. And I love it, and I think it's awesome. Beautiful work, Cat. Cat's a great builder. Very impressed. We need to get together and do some collaboration on certain buildings soon. We've already kind of briefly discussed that we would like to do that. We just gotta find the time. It can be tough to find times with time zones and everything. Cat's in America. I'm in Europe. But, yeah. Homestead is looking beautiful. The lumber camp is looking beautiful. Chickens are looking good. The new house looks gorgeous. I can't wait to see what she does with that. I'm gonna head back to Wolf Country. And we'll show you guys the path to Alchemy. And there is home sweet home. You know what? I'm getting a bit peckish, and I didn't refill my bowl. I gotta go run inside and grab some food. We can make the real good foods now, you guys. We can make very nutritious meals indeed. With all of the food I have now, I've just got chests full. In fact, I don't think I showed you guys. I don't remember if I showed you guys, but I showed you this chest. This chest is full of protein and grain, and then this chest is full of vegetables and fruits. It's just more than we could ever eat. How are we doing here? If you press the C button, I still am a little bit low on fruit, so I'm gonna grab... Oh, in fact, that's it for our food. So I'm gonna take a moment here, and I'm gonna cook up a couple of pots of food. So while I'm making this, I'm gonna go ahead and make a meat stew, since I've got so much meat. Something to be aware of, folks, that we've discovered is that if you eat a cooked meal and you are not hungry enough to get all the nutrition from it, like if your bar is here, for example, and it's got this much nutrition in it, you will only get the nutrition for this window from the first slot or first two slots, however much you need to fill this green bar. So whatever's at the end here, if you're not hungry enough, you won't get the benefit from that. And that I did not realize. And so I was making my porridge with grain, berry, and I was never getting any fruit nutrition. So that's an important thing to keep in mind, folks, if you're cooking. I wish I had realized that sooner, and I did not. Alright, I've got a bowl of stew. I still hear wolves. Well, they're not pestering my chicken, so at least there's... Look at them, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. By the way, I've got my cabbages growing up here. They take longer than the other stuff, so I've just been keeping them up here. I need to do a little bit of an inventory cleanup before we head on our way for the last part of our journey today. But first, I have still not set my spawn. I wanted to set my spawn up here, and this is quite an incredible thing to witness. So I'm going to go ahead. Now, it used to be that they would set your spawn to whatever block you were looking at, and then they changed it, I believe, so it now sets it to wherever you're standing, which is the more logical. But I'm paranoid, so I'm still going to look down at the block where I'm standing now, and we got to hold the right mouse button until our spawn resets. Are we ready for this? Here we go. Oh! Holy crap. There we go. So we should now, if we get eaten by wolves again, we should spawn up here instead of way back on the hill, mountain above Alchemy. All right, I'm going to clean out my inventory and get ready to go. I've got some big plans for today. All right, folks, I'm about ready to go. Now, you see, I've got my inventory full of some very specific building materials from a specific build palette that I have grown accustomed to using. And the tools that I might need for that, as well as a bed. I am also going to grab these pots of food, take them with me, because I intend to be gone for a while. And finally, there's some stuff in here that I want. I've got all of these poultices that I have made. And I'm going to take some of the flax fibers, these linen cloths. We're going to take the horsetail, some sulfur, a wooden bucket, and we might as well grab a stack of clay in case we need to make anything out of clay. I think we'll be good for now. You know what? I will also grab some coal, because I've got stacks and stacks and stacks of brown coal, and it's more effective to use in a fire for cooking or what have you than firewood is, or charcoal is. So, it's morning, we got some impressive music. Let's head out. I'm gonna walk along the path here to Alchemy. Now, obviously, the area right here is nice and well paved I've got several tiles wide, but it very quickly devolves into just one tile wide, bit meandering. I might actually make it a little bit straighter. I do need to make a whole bunch more torches to light this path up. I do intend to do that, but I'm not going to do it right now. So we're just going to take the path and follow it we're going to follow it all the way to the end to Alchemy, and then I'm going to show you, we're going to come back a little ways, because I have a building project that I have been thinking about for a while, and I haven't gotten around to doing. Oh, look, there's even more animals, actually. Pro tip. Oh, hello, little babby. Don't worry, I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm gonna pick these mushrooms on the way. Mushrooms are very nutritious for vegetables. If you harvest them with a knife, then they will grow back. If you don't harvest them with a knife, they're gone forever, and I wish I'd realized that. But actually, when you mouse over them, it does say use a knife so that you don't destroy the roots, and I just didn't see it. I wasn't paying enough attention, and that was my fault. So, yeah, pro tip, make sure you do that. This path is completely bananas. But it is also kind of a completely bananas landscape to be trying to build a path through. So what I will likely do in the future, when I start using it more, first of all, I'll widen it a bit, and also these kind of dips down, I might just build bridges over them, or something like that, rather than having to go up and down and up and down. It's a lot of work. So we come through here. I decided I'm going to leave this big tree. You might remember me saying this tree needs to come down. I changed my mind. It doesn't need to come down. It can stay right there. I keep seeing bits of quartz and I think they're mushrooms. Sorry, guys. That's why I'm kind of... I hear you, wolves. Nobody likes you. Go away. Oh, hello, chicken. Rooster. That's a rooster. I'm going to leave it be. We have so much meat now. I had kind of wanted to do it as a bit of a vegetarian run, actually. But in the end, I wound up with so much meat because of the animal overpopulating issue. It makes sense to just make stews out of meat, so started doing that. But this comes down here through this little valley. Now, this area right here was really tough because it was a steep up and then a steep down. And so I decided what I would do. I would do part of the path up the hill, and then I dug this tunnel. Tunnel right through the hill right here, which I think is pretty cool. Again, all this stuff could be made nicer, and I hope that I will find the time to make it nicer in the future. But for now, it looks like this. Now we come down here, and now we're going to show you guys the build site, which some of you may have already guessed what I'm going to build here. But right here is this beautiful little area. Right here, this little valley, this little nook, this little cranny, and it is perfectly suited to building a little hut. A little hut. And this is, we've got a sign over here. In fact, I think I even labeled it. This is the future site of the apothecary. This will be like a little witch's hut almost, you know, like a little naturalist hut. And in this hut, we'll put all our poultices, and this will be a place where people can come and they can get their medicinal supplies. And also, you know, make some stew in there, things like that. So I'm going to build a nice little hut, a nice little shack. And that's what these building materials are for. Before we do that, from here, because we're closer to the town, the path gets a lot wider and easier to follow. We can head up here again. I'm going to say this again. Please, 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 path block slabs. Path block slabs. I hate speeding up, slowing down, speeding up, slowing down. We did get a little bridge here. I did make a little bridge. I kind of copied more or less Cat's design. It's mostly flat. A little bit of a curve to it. I just think it looks really nice. It's a nice palette. The granite and the oak look really nice together. We still have these dark spots on the map, by the way. The server hasn't been updated. It's possible that this has been fixed in a recent version. I don't know anything about that. But these spots are actually dark enough that drifters will spawn there during the day. So it's a little bit annoying. There's nothing above us. There's nothing casting these shadows. So the path comes through here, around here, through all this clay. Tons of clay. There's tons of clay everywhere. There's tons of everything everywhere, really. And then down through this area, and we'll take us right back into Alchemy. You can see the warehouse entrance there. It's the beautiful acacia roof. And I don't think anything else has been done in Alchemy since the last time we were here, folks. This is also on my to-do list, because we had all these big ideas, and then everybody kind of went off and did their own thing. So not much actually happened here. And I would like to actually do something more here, you know? So maybe I can take it upon myself. I think I probably play on the server more than anyone else, if I'm honest. I am on here every day, at least a few times a day, at least doing some little things. I just love it so much. I love it so much. So very, very soon we'll come in here and we'll start putting some buildings up. And I think Kat also said she's interested in building something. She just wasn't sure what to build. So maybe we can get her in here at the same time. or even at different times we can both get down here, we can start building stuff. Maybe we can persuade Mark AFK to come build some stuff. Maybe Yober, once he's confident and feeling good about his skills and his progress, we can be persuaded to leave his charcoal burner's hut and just come down here and help us out. It would be really great if we could get 99 blocks, the master builder himself, to get on here and help us out as well. He said he's I mean, obviously all the YouTubers, oh, we got some fog. All the YouTubers are busy all the time, especially 99 blocks, because he's not just doing videos, he's also managing the Simpletons, and he's deving some Minecraft mod packs and things like that are coming soon. So yeah. And then up there, we've got the spawn area, which is still the same. So, oh goodness, can hardly see a thing in this fog. But I think we're probably about out of time right now, you guys. We're probably about out of time. So this is gonna be the end of this episode. Mostly just touring, showing you around, talking about plans. So my plans for the next few episodes. So many things I want to do. Not enough time to do everything I want to do, but I'm gonna do my best to do as much as I can. Build the apothecary. That's probably gonna be the next step. I definitely want to start building something here in Alchemy. And another thing that I haven't mentioned yet that is definitely on my to-do list is to go exploring. I'm going to do an episode where I just go exploring, empty out my inventory, except for a bit of food or whatever, and go out. We haven't found chalk yet. As far as I know, no one on the server has chalk. And we need chalk to make plaster, to make the Wattle and Daub buildings. And I think everybody would like to have that available to us. So to do that, we really need to go out and find a chalk biome. Now, hopefully, the issue from previous versions where it was possible to get an entire world with no chalk, hopefully that's fixed. Hopefully you're guaranteed chalk somewhere now. On the other hand, the world is still very, very big, so there's no telling how long of a search that could be. But there will definitely be at least one video soon where I go out exploring and we just spend an episode enjoying the beauty of this world and this game. It is extraordinary. I'm gonna eat my food. Delicious. How's my nutrition doing? Low on fruit. Low on fruit. Got 21 hit points now. 25 is maximum, but I don't think I'll ever get to 25. It's too difficult to keep them all full. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching this. I gotta shut my mouth now. I gotta stop. I gotta end the video. But thank you very much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed it. Remember, you guys, if you want in on this, if you want to come in here and build something, if you've got a picture in your mind's eye of exactly what we can build here in Alchemy, we can take down these trees, we've got a huge flat area here, you want to be involved, you can do that. You can absolutely do that, you guys. Any patron of any Simpleton at $5 and up per month has the right to join this server. That includes me, that includes 99 blocks, that includes all the Simpletons, even if they personally don't play Vintage Story. So if you have the money and you want to join us, please consider supporting somebody, because we would love to have more people in here playing. We know not everybody has Vintage Story yet, but we hope someday everyone will. And it'll be even more common than Minecraft, because look at this game. It's gorgeous. Just look at it. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching. I will see you next time. Bye!